Like most humans, you are amazed by the unexpected discovery of a miniature rocket in your yard. When you find the miniature rocket sitting in your yard, you know it is from another world, and you look for miniature astronauts inside. When you find that the capsule module of the miniature rocket, asleep in your yard, is empty of miniature astronauts, you comb through the grass nearby. When you find the nearby blades of grass is without miniature astronauts, you expand your search to look through an expanded radius of grass, and then you widen your search to an even more expanded radius of grass until you are outside of your yard, and it is night, and you begin to feel sleepy, and then you are in a neighbor's yard, and then another neighbor's yard, and you spend days and weeks inspecting an ever-widening radius of grass, inspecting each blade of grass, looking for miniature astronauts, until you fall asleep, and ready for another dream, with your dream guide, friend. This is the rocket dream. We stand in an orange grove. This is a good place to begin. The availability of oranges in any dream is a fortunate availability. It is the color and fruit of new beginnings. And here we are, with the new beginning of a dream. Color is a key component in dreams. If the oranges were not oranges, but were instead reds, and we stand in a red grove instead, this might be the beginning of an umbrella dream. If the oranges were not oranges, but were instead greens, and we stand in a green grove instead, this might be the beginning of a green umbrella dream. I could go on, but you feel hungry, and I can tell because you bite at the air, like you would like the fruit shapes appear in a color and fruit shape configuration you can understand. I will not speak about what smoke-colored fruit means in dreams. At this time, we stand in an orange grove, and you eat an orange, and slip into a rocket fever, which is an easy fever to slip into, as a robe is easy to slip out of, and your skin begins to glow. With an orange glow, you look like the burst kiss between a rocket and the ground. This is good. This will attract rockets. Also know during your waking hours, you should spend a lot of time searching out and eating oranges. This is the only way to increase your experience of life. A vibration in the ground alerts our feet. It is known that rockets emit tones inaudible to the human ear, but are still powerful enough to travel for miles through the soil and speak to our feet. I put my ear to the ground. You put your ear to the ground. I begin to say, I do not understand what the rockets are saying, but I see your orange color and begin to laugh. Ha ha. Because you are a bright orange from eating so many oranges. You make me think of clownfish, and I can't help but laugh. Ha ha. Your appetite for understandable fruit changed the rocket dream into an orange dream. You begin to blush, and you turn a brighter shade of orange. I look at you and I think of construction and industry. I think of economy and natural resources, and begin to feel nauseous. An orange idea has made you its intention, which has become a part of your internal compartment that holds your inventory wherever you go. Open your inventory now, and find all the items inside are now orange. For example, the hammer, the key, and the submarine sandwich. All are orange. It is clear that the beginning of the dream wants to continue beginning well past the beginning. And this is a problem. We must try to understand. What does this part of your dream mean? Maybe you spend your awake time seeking a new medication to disappear from the view of co-workers and employers. Doctors, of course, will need to run tests. Doctors, of course, always need so many blood samples. Maybe the medication you need to disappear isn't a medication, but instead is a walk through 2 miles of oxygen. Or maybe you should just look at a picture of a frog you found in your pocket. From the time you found a frog in your pocket, where did the frog go? Think about the frog and how it disappeared. Think enough about the frog and you will discover the medication you seek. Now, you are a rocket ship, and we have rocketed outside of the Earth's gravity. I sit in the compartment of your inventory. I try to sit inside the compartment of your inventory, which is inside of your chest. But there are no safety harnesses for my safety. So I float around inside of you. I float around inside of you with all of the objects inside your personal inventory. All of the objects are orange. Have you ever awoke to find your basement flooded, and seen your basement belongings floating upon the surface of the water in your basement? Your internal compartment looks and feels very much like that. Except all of the items are orange and the surface on which they float surrounds me. A lit orange candle floats by and almost burns my hair. As a rocket, you are happy in space. Really, what could be more exciting? You are wandering through the universe feeling unhindered. That is until you discover the space highway beyond Saturn, which is made of lasers and lined by asteroids. An amazing assortment of transport ships travel the space highway. You continue along the space highway and leave our solar system. You look at the other space transports. You look for a space caravan, and perhaps a space circus, or an independent music group on space tour. You look at the transports and notice they all are cargo transports, full of natural resources from uninhabited worlds, traveling through the vastness of space to manufacturing planets. And suddenly the infinite possibilities of space feel constricted and organized, because of need for commerce throughout the many worlds of the universe. You begin to feel sad. What does this part of your dream mean? Your tendency to feel safe may well lead to an obsession with details and facts and figures. You feel it necessary to implement your ideals of safe well-being. Yet you would do better to release your more organizational energies to instead touch the deeper part of yourself and find the safety you seek. The deeper part of yourself is at the bottom of a well. Visualize the well as your throat, and then visualize a bucket, and then visualize lowering the bucket into the well. Allow the bucket to fill with water. Visualize the water. Raise the bucket back up to where you stand at the top of the well. Look inside the bucket. Something other than water is inside. It is a whistle. Perhaps it is a magic whistle. Have you ever blown a magic whistle before? Anything could happen. Blow it now, and then wait. You as a rocket ship has crashed, and we are marooned on a jungle planet. I am sorry. Within the orange compartment of you, I found many buttons to press and I couldn't help myself. Buttons feel their best and most useful when they are depressed. Before you is the jungle. and you put on a pair of boots, and feel assured you can walk through anything if you wear boots. It is almost their unspoken promise. And for miles of the jungle, you walk through it. After all, you wear boots. But alien vines hang from branches, and the vines feel unsure of their purpose. They have felt this for their entire lives. And then you walk into them, and now they have you as a gift, the gift of purpose. The vines tangle around your boots and take them off. The vines wear the boots, and now the vines feel sure they can walk through you. You put your hands out for my hands to reach for me, but I am tangled in the vines too. My hands cannot reach you. This is quite a mess. Also, it is way of losing communication. You ask, what is another way of losing communication? I tell you, the weather elements and weather creatures are always causing a loss of communication. For example, postcards are a nice way to send a message to someone. However, they are a fragile form. Why anyone would ever trust paper is an answer we will never know. But if you must send a postcard, send a postcard in a bottle. And really there is only one message you should ever write on a postcard. The card should read, I love you, but I am stuck in a jungle and it is going to eat me. Never specify who you are. This way anyone who receives the postcard will think they are loved by someone who was eaten by a jungle. This is a good way to be remembered. This is a good way to have candles lit in your honor, and to be remembered. And to have candles lit in your honor is a way to be reborn in the minds of the people who think you love them. This is important, being reborn, because we are trapped and wrapped up by alien vines on a jungle planet, and the only way to get out of this mess is to be reborn. Another good way to be reborn is to wake up. And to wake up you will need to think of the vines around your legs as blankets, and the vines around your arms as blankets, and the vines around your face as pillows, and to think of the vines pressing into your eye sockets as rays of sun, because the sun wants you to be reborn. The sun glows orange into your bedroom. The sun is full of rocket fever. The sun wants you to blast off into a new day and be the best rocket you can be, and to remember the important lessons learned from your dream rocket experience. And now you are awake. Now you are ready for another day. This has been the Rocket Dream with your dream guide, friend. Dream guides are written and recorded by Chad Redden.